type of building an e-commerce strategy is as the different components or the different aspects on which you should give a lot of importance. These are, you should maximize efforts and minimize pain. So for that, first you must gain this expertise. How to do this? This involves 4 basic steps: identifying the applications, selecting a trusted partner, learning to work on the website, and planning the resources. So this is the new trend. It is not just enough if you are in marketing. You should also be more familiar with this e-marketing, as we are calling it now. So all these aspects you should, as a marketer, you should try to develop, or you should try to develop this expertise with respect to working on websites also. So all these are becoming key to be successful in the marketplace today, because markets have become fiercely competitive. They have become fiercely competitive. All these, the expectations from the marketer are increasing continuously. So the marketing professional has to update himself with all this. So what are the types of evaluating tools and applications? It has to be done with an eye towards the capability to grow with company's needs. So you should not really go into all available tools. Pick up that tool which will help your company's needs and help it to grow further. The question that next comes is, you should try to, as a marketer, think whether your product can be tailored to certain segments. So this market segmentation, whether you can address through tailoring of products. Then your application itself, is it reliable? Can it be expanded? Suppose you want to scale it up, let us say, are you able to do that? And will it be able to handle the new requirements? You see so many website changes of so many companies happening on a continual basis. That means they are continuously updating their websites. What you saw a few days back may not be there on the website when you see it today. You may just wonder what happened. I only saw it last week. This week it is not there. That is the wonderful world of e-commerce applications. You are constantly trying to evaluate yourself and put new things which are likely to appeal to the customer. So during application growth, do we have to replace the original set of tools? In order to do this, whether your website, original set of tools or the applications, you have to change or replace. These are the things which you should try to think of. Okay. Now in order to do all this, people make use of what is called the extranets. What is this extranet? This extranet actually involves 3 steps. One is gathering relevant data from suppliers, customers and other key sources, adding value by creating information, often jointly with strategic partners, disseminating the added value product to customers. So these are, you are having some website information. In order to face this competition or develop a competitive edge, you can tie up with strategic partners. These strategic partners can add value to this your information, what you have already put. They can create value and they can disseminate this added value product to customers. So these are being done now by so many websites. So just to give you one simple example, there is an online portal by a very, what do you call, mundane product manufacturing company called sonoli.com, sonoli.com, from Bombay. It gives you so many things, whether a portable shoe rack. It presents to you so many options. These are so many slots which are available where you can keep your shoes, chappals, and how it is portable. And it goes into your travel bag. So when you are in a hotel and you don't want these footwears to be exhibited, this portable shoe rack can be kept in one corner of your hotel room, and you keep all these shoes or chappals and whatever it is, or your bathroom chappals. All this can be stacked one above the other in this portable shoe rack, and nobody will be able to even notice that, likely to appeal to frequent travelers. So these are the types of things which you can do, and by tying up with strategic partners, this information is added value products. Strategic partners can give all these types of things. So this is the way you develop an extranet. Before committing to an extranet, what is important for you is to have the support of the management team, the required software, then cost of development and maintenance of the project, and how will the extranet work with and expand upon existing groupware products and prior technology commitments. So you are committing to an extranet. Before you commit to that, these are the points which you should give lot of thought to. The new ways to differentiate from competitors. So if you are looking at an extranet, are you getting competitive advantage? If you are not getting a competitive advantage, it is not wise to get into these strategic partners and all that. So now what all we said, this extranet, this e-commerce, all this is making e-business become more intelligent. Earlier it was just in e-business. Now all these aspects are making it intelligent e-business. So what are the key aspects of this intelligent e-business? One is optimization. What is optimization? So just to give you a mundane example, it is a very simple this thing where, let us say you have an origin and a destination. You want to go from this origin to the destination. What are the things which you are looking at? You are looking at how you can reach the destination in the fastest possible time, one. Second, at the minimum cost. So take for example, you want to go from Bangalore to Chennai. Suppose you went by road, let us say, you are able to cover this distance in about 6 hours. Suppose you wanted to, let us say you want to go by air. Now how much time does it take? You have to look at one, the travel from your house to the airport. Then generally before you board a flight, you have to be at least some 1 to 1.5 hours before the actual flight timing. Then the actual flight itself. So in a city like Bangalore, with the present state of availability of transport, you require about, from any points, unless of course you are very very close to the airport, which is not so, you are likely to take about 1.5 hours to reach the airport, and to that another 1.5 hours before the actual travel time, then the actual travel time. So you are like, then when you disembark in Chennai, from Chennai you have to collect your luggage, come out of the airport, then again take a transport to your house or office or whichever place you want. So you may be going through all this exercise, you may find that the time that you take by air and the time you might possibly take by road, not drastically different. So this e-business, intelligent e-business now looks at all these optimization aspects. So it provides you a host of options. So should you travel by air, should you travel by road only to reach your destination in the same time or even perhaps earlier, all these types of things are available to you. Then, or should you go different modes and other things. I just gave you an example. You can amplify it by taking more and more examples. Then multi-enterprise integration and collaboration among organizations using the web. This is what we are looking at as strategic partnerships that can give you a lot of edge in the competitive place. So it can get a lot of competitive edge. And forward visibility, then business value through clearly established ROI criteria. That is, what is the return on investment? I put so much money into this e-business platform. What is the return that I am going to get? So, all this you have to build it into your product pricing. Kindly note that your product pricing has to take into aspects all these e-business costs also before you say this is the price of the product. So, what does all this mean? It means that today's marketplace is highly complicated. It is not the one which it used to be. So, these complications we are seeing in so many ways, and this, when we looked at the marketing environment, I did explain to you these aspects through a diagram. Okay. So, this e-business is the one which has made so many game changes in the marketplace, okay, in the present day.